Are you thinking about investing in real estate but are kind of unsure about how to spot a great investment property? The truth is, not all properties make good investments, and choosing the wrong one could cost you time, money, as well as missed opportunities. Not ideal. But when you find the right property, it can create long-term wealth and offer financial freedom to you and yours. Now, besides investing myself, I've helped many homeowners and investors navigate the real estate market, including implementing what I've done myself that has totally benefited them and should benefit you as well. Now, many have reached out to me for guidance on how to evaluate investment real estate properties. Now, today I'm going to be breaking down the key factors you must consider to identify high-performing real estate investments. Now, you stick around until the very end because I have a couple of free downloads that have helped me with investing in real estate, which should take you to a whole new level. That said, I am Ravi Ramachandran with the Rams Group. I am delighted to serve you. And welcome to our channel, wherein we bring meaningful, relevant, and educational real estate content to help investors, homeowners, buyers, as well as sellers make smart real estate decisions. Now let's get into it. How do you spot a great investment property? First, it's the location, location, and location. The number one rule in real estate investing is location, as you may know. A great property in a bad location is a bad investment. But even an average property in a great community or location can be a gold mine. So what makes a location desirable? Look for areas with job growth and economic stability, because when more people move in for work, housing demand increases. It's a given. Also, check for great school districts, since families prioritize education, which makes homes in those areas more valuable. You also want to consider proximity to public transportation and amenities. Shopping, restaurants, entertainment hubs are a few to name. Now, homes closer to these conveniences tend to appreciate much faster. Common wisdom. And finally, don't forget to check the crime rates. Now, safer neighborhoods attract better tenants and hold long-term values for buyers. Now, there are multiple websites showing crime stats by neighborhood, zip code, etc. that you can check. Now, here's a pro tip. Always check local zoning laws as well as upcoming infrastructure projects, because new developments can drive up property values quickly and thereby allowing you to benefit ultimately. This takes us to number 2, which is the 1% rule. Now, what is that? One of the simplest ways to screen a potential rental property is using the 1% rule. This rule simply states that the monthly rent should be at least 1% of the purchase price. Say, for example, if you're looking at a $400,000 property, it should rent for at least $4,000 per month for it to be even worth considering. Now, this rule is not a complete be-all end-all, right? This is just a starting point. Other factors such as appreciation, potential expenses, and market trends should also be taken in consideration when evaluating an investment property. All that said, several areas in the US may have you be priced out, especially with the current prices as well as the interest rates. If this is the case, here's something for you to consider. You may want to go a little wider with your property search and buy investment properties in other states or neighboring states as well, where property values are much lower, offering better rental potential. This takes us to step number 3, which is cash flow versus appreciation. Now, the rental property will generate cash flow or appreciation. Ask yourself what your investment goal is to start with. This should be done before you purchase an investment property. You have to either prioritize cash flow or appreciation or both. Know clearly in your mind as to what sort of an investor you are so that everything can be mapped accordingly. Now, if your goal is cash flow, focus on properties wherein the rental income covers all the expenses and still leaves you with profit at the end of the month. If property values have spiked in your area, even if you're not positively cash flowing immediately, do the assessment and make sure that you will at least positively cash flow about 18 to 24 months at least after purchasing. Now, this could be increased rents for properties that you pick, your price appreciation, opening the doors for a potential refinancing, etc. Now, this is taking into consideration the current interest rates. If you're looking for appreciation, on the other hand, research areas where home values are projected to increase. Ideally, when you invest, you want both cash flow as well as property appreciation. But understanding your specific investment strategy will help you be a smarter investor and make a smarter purchase. Step number 4, run the numbers. Do not skip this. Now, too many investors fall prey to this. They fall in love with the property without running the actual numbers and see if it all makes sense. After watching this video, you will not make the same mistake, right? Okay. Many newbies as well as seasoned investors sometimes make this common mistake. Now make sure that you are fully aware of this. Run the numbers, and run the numbers. Now before buying, you need to factor in the following costs. The mortgage payment. This is the principal and interest which is due monthly. Next is the annual property taxes. These can change over time, which is why you should have a good handle on it. Now the third is the insurance and HOA fees. These can add up quickly and should be taken into account when you just do the calculations. Number 4 is maintenance and vacancies. Now expect occasional repairs and empty months in your rental and account for this appropriately. Now here's a pro tip. Use the rental property calculator to analyze whether the deal makes financial sense even before making an offer. Now there are plenty of online calculators that you can find. Use them. This takes us to step number 5, which is to factor in the condition and the renovation costs of the investment property that you're wanting to buy. Now assess if the property is move-in ready or if it's going to be a fixer-upper. Now a turnkey property might be costing you more upfront, but it starts to generate rental income immediately. On the other hand, if it is a fixer-upper, it may be cheaper initially, but when you need to factor in the renovation costs before you start cash flowing, it might work out more expensive. Something for you to think about. Now, a few other things to watch for are if there are major structural issues like foundation or roof problems, which can be costly to fix. Also check for outdated plumbing fixtures as well as electrical systems in the investment property that you're wanting to make an offer on, because these require maintenance as well as expensive upgrades should it be due. Of course, if you're not knowledgeable, a home inspector can help you in this particular arena. Now, if you're not experienced with renovation, get a contractor's estimate, not just one, but multiple bids so that you can compare them side by side before making an offer. Then step number 6 is to determine who your target tenant is. Now, buying an investment property is only smart if the tenants will rent it, correct? What is the point in buying something that does not even have rental potential? If you are targeting families, prioritize good school districts and safe neighborhoods, because these seem to appeal more to families, especially when they're looking to rent. Now, if you're targeting young professionals, on the other hand, look for locations or properties near public transit. Job centers and entertainment hubs are a few others. Now, if you're considering short-term rentals like Airbnb, check the local regulations. This is important. Don't skip. Some cities have strict rules on vacation rentals specifically that you need to be aware of before you put your money in a property. Now, knowing who will rent your property helps you make better investment choices. Now, here's a bonus. Watch for the property's tax overassessments. Did you know that many homeowners overpay their annual property taxes? Yeah. If you're buying an investment property, always check the assessed value. If it's too high, you can dispute it with the county and save money potentially. Now, I have included a free guide in the description below on how to dispute property taxes step by step and do it correctly. Now download it and feel free to share it with anyone who might find it useful. Now, with all that said, here are a few final thoughts and your call to action. Buying an investment property is one of the best ways to build long-term wealth, but only if you pick the right one and do it correctly. To recap, location is key. Pick an area with job growth, good schools, and a strong rental demand. Then run the numbers. Don't buy based on emotion. Know what you're getting into. And last but not least, look for hidden costs like repairs and property taxes. Now, if you are thinking about getting an investment property and need help analyzing a deal, feel free to connect. Many homeowners and investors just like you have reached out to me for guidance, and I'd love to help you too. I have included my contact information in the description below. Feel free to DM me or email, or better yet, book into our calendar and let's chat. That's it. Now for another goodie. Ready? Download the free How to Spot a Great Investment Property checklist in the description below, which will walk you through the exact steps to analyze any rental property like a pro. Now, this was a white paper that helped me get started a few years ago and should benefit you too. The other free download was How to Dispute Your Property Taxes Correctly video, as well as the step-by-step guide, which you should have downloaded already. That said, drop a comment below. What's your biggest concern about investing in real estate right now? Hit me up. I'm happy to share the steps to have ongoing passive income, as well as I personally respond to all the comments and messages that I receive. Also, know someone who's thinking about buying an investment property? Feel free to share this video, as well as the investment guide and the goodies that I've put in the description. It should help them as well. Finally, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more spot-on real estate tips like this, which we share weekly. That said, you have an awesome one, and I shall see you very soon.